So on today's adventures, we head to Baldwin, New York, and then tomorrow what we're going to do is head out to Rochester School District for a 8 a.m. delivery. I guess we're going to be delivering some, what do you want to call it? Probably some chicken patties, I'm guessing, for lunch to the school district. Welcome back to Jackknife TV. If you can, real quick for me, go over there and hammer down the subscribe button and smash like. It helps the channel out. Yeah, I guess I'm going to do some pre-tripping, I guess, for some people. I got some new subscribers, some new CDO holders and stuff. And I guess I'm just going to real quickly go around and do a fast pre-trip because I did one last night. All right, so first thing, I don't see you guys do. Gotta make sure I'm not blinding him by the sun. I don't see guys get out in the morning and just walk around their truck. And I mean, I understand not doing a pre-trip and you know, whatever, just being lazy. But I don't see guys, like, they don't come out to the truck here. They don't look around, walk around the trailer, walk up and down, make sure nobody hit them, you know, broke their seal or anything else. They just, I don't see guys doing it. You know, you could wake up in the morning and go to drive away and you'd be missing your bumper like this. You know what I mean? Maybe you didn't feel it in the middle of the night. You know, like I literally don't even see guys get out of the truck sometimes in the morning, and they just hop in, start it up. Well, they don't even hop in because they're already in it, but they just start it up and they drive away. Guys, get out and at least walk around your truck. Make sure the trailer's still attached. Make sure nobody opened it up. Make sure you still have your bumper and stuff. I just don't see it. You know, so if you guys are new coming in here into this industry, just check the truck out, like walk around. If you're gonna do a piss poor job, at least do the job. Like, at least get out and look, you know. So we're gonna hop up in the truck and we're gonna do some light checks and everything else. All right, let's fire up. Listen to that purring, rattling T680, which it just rattles. Anyway, so neat little feature most of these new trucks have. You got your light check, so it's also going to do a system check and just go through everything. This way you might find out, I don't know, you have a check engine light or a transmission fault or a DPF fault or whatever. So we're just going to let it do its thing. We're gonna hop out, let it do its light check also. See, it's doing its light check. Gonna hop up to the back, make sure we got brake lights and turn signals and everything. While we're also doing this, I'm gonna start checking tires. Now, see, I've already put the valve, I already checked them with the valve tool the other day, so I'm not gonna do all that. But I'm gonna at least kick the tires. Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering why I'm kicking self-inflated tires. It's because sometimes you get a bad enough leak, these won't inflate and they'll actually shut off that tire. Let's let it do its light check back here. All right, turn signals, brake lights. Check your plate light too. Some DOT guys get a little pissy about that. They'll actually give you a ticket. Checking our clearance lights. Making sure our clearance lights. Kicking these tires. Now this is a brand new trailer, guys. I mean, I'm not going to go into depth, but you know, while you're down here, crunch down. Always check your lines. These like to hang, especially when they get older. The springs get worn out and they'll drag on the ground. Now this, I'm pretty sure it has disc brakes. Yes, it has disc brakes. So good luck checking them, really. It's a real pain in the butt to check how much material's on the brakes. But you know, you can still get down there and see if there's have any seals leaking or anything else, or if pins. Sometimes you'll get the pins pop out because they still have brake chambers on them. Back here, check your fifth wheel. Make sure your fifth wheel is locked in. Same thing, we're gonna check all the tires here. We're actually gonna pop the hood open. I see you guys, nobody ever really does that either anymore. Listen to that rattle and purr. Went and shut the truck off. As you can see, the hoods on these T680s are a little tight and really fun to open sometimes. All right, check the oil. It's gonna be a little hard doing it with one hand. Make sure you wipe off your dipstick before putting it back in. That's what she said. All right. All right, she's right where she's got to be between the two little check marks. I got another 20, I think 25 to 28,000 miles to go for oil change. I want to check the coolant because these T680s, they tend to always leak coolant from somewhere that you can never find. And I don't think it's the head. I think it's just a loose line because a lot of these hoses, where is it, the radiator hose up there, the lower one, are loose, so they tend to seep. These blue silicone hoses, they seep all the time. I don't know why. They're very hard, and if you don't get them super tight, they seep. So coolant's good. Check your belts. Check your knuckle. Check your pitman arm, your idler arm. Go down here and check your brakes. Like, see, a lot of times this is where DOT officers like to go to check this stuff because, well, you got all this room right here. They don't have to crawl underneath the truck. So if you have any problems here, they're definitely gonna see it. Like even here, like notice, like this, a lot of this is shininess. Like they'll check this out. Obviously it looks like there's something leaking here, which I already know what it is. It's this power steering box. Why is it leaking? Well, because Kenworth is junk now. That's why it's leaking, and they're not going to warranty it, so I'm just going to keep using it until it decides to go. I don't feel like spending money on a new one. It should be warranted, you would think, right? Well, guess what? The truck has over 100,000 miles on it, so the gearbox is no longer warranted. So we're going to pop the hood down here, and we're going to get in and do a quick brake test, which I also don't ever hear anybody ever doing in the mornings. Ugh, this big old heavy hood. You wouldn't think this hood would be that heavy, but it's like a heavy fiberglass hood. All right, so I'm gonna start her up. I should already have good air pressure. This rolly thing on these T680s, I hate it. I always hit it with my hand. And I never have the screen I want up. All right, so we have 125 psi. That's about max for this truck. I'm gonna shut her off. You're gonna push your brakes in. Mind you, keep your foot on the brake pedal. You're gonna let the brakes bleed off. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here and we're gonna listen for any air leaks. You push all the way down your pedal and hold it. Let up. Hold it again. Always do it when the truck's off because you'll never hear an air leak. Usually you'll end up hearing, you may end up hearing like your rear lines onto your glad hands leak there. You know, your safety and your, well, your emergency and your service line. But you'd hear them leaking, go out and readjust them. So usually what it means is hit them with a hammer or a screwdriver until they're sitting tight on there. And what we're going to do is we're also going to bleed the brakes down till the warning light comes on. Oh, there we go, secondary pressure low. I'll keep going till these pop out. Oh. Usually around 60 psi is when you get your warning lights and buzzer and everything. Come on. And there we go. And there they go, they popped out. So there's your little quick tutorial for brake checks for a pre-trip. And as you can see, we got our warning lights coming on and your warning buzzer. You got to also make sure that you have warning lights and a warning buzzer to come on along with your brake leak down test. You can tell I don't do any rehearsals when I make these videos, so it's just pretty much, you know, informative as much as I can give you. If you have any other questions about pre-trips or whatnot, and really the right way you're supposed to do a pre-trip, because to be honest, guys, what DOT would like to see you guys do is they would like to see you, and really what they require is you to get out here on a creeper, start your day about an hour early, and go through each axle individually, measuring the brakes, measuring the thickness of the drums, measuring the thickness of the pads, or shoes I should say, measuring your stroke travel for the brake chambers. And that's really what you're supposed to do every day. But realistically, guys, you can't do that every day. All right. The simple things are actually get out and do a pre-trip. All right. Walk around the truck. Just simply walking around the truck is going to find things wrong with it if you're actually knowledgeable and looking. Okay. Like I just don't see guys ever do it, ever. You know, I know these trucks are mostly new with these mega carriers and everything, but you know what? They still leak oil. They still have problems. Like, look, I've put 3 gallons in this truck of oil in 100,000 miles. The first 50,000 miles, it was burning oil. I think I went through 2 gallons in 50,000 miles. All right. And then after that, it slowly let up. It's now down to about, I think I put about a half a gallon in, and I haven't had to add to it at all since. So it finally, you know, got itself settled in. I forget the correct term. It'll come to me after I'm done the video like usual. But, you know, check these things, all right? Just because you work for somebody and you're like, oh, it's not my truck, I don't give a crap. Well, guess what? When the engine blows up on you in the middle of nowhere and you're up in Maine, in Bangor, Maine, in the middle of nowhere or even farther, guess who's SOL? You're SOL. You're the one who has to wait for a tow truck, probably not get paid or get paid very little, okay? So do your pre-trips. That's just my opinion, and you know, from Jackknife to you, all right? Just to do your pre-trips, actually. Like I said, just get out, at least look, and try not to fall in a hole and break your leg, all right? Workers' comp, right? All right, we're gonna get going, so I'll see you. If I knew they were gonna do this today, I would have showed up about an hour early. So, hopefully I got a new trailer. We shall see. Oh yeah, I'm picking up a fairly new trailer, so I shouldn't have any problems. All right, so now that guy finally backed up, and I can drop this empty in my spot over here, I was sitting there thinking about the little video I just did about the pre-trip and how I'm going to relinquish myself from liability here. All right, don't do a pre-trip like that. Do a pre-trip like your company requires, like the DOT requires. All right, but in all honesty, I know people aren't doing pre-trips at all, so in my opinion, anything is better than nothing. But like I said, I know there's not guys going and crawling their way up underneath the trailer and up underneath the truck and checking cotter pins and checking their pins are still in their brake chambers. They're not checking the pins on the brake chambers, on the rod length and all that stuff. I know they're not doing it. But I'm just making a disclaimer right now so I don't hear everyone complain and say that's not how you do a real pre-trip and everything else. But in reality, that is how you do a real pre-trip. Because, like I said, there's guys not even getting out of their trucks in the morning. Get out and drop this trailer, and I'm going to go pick up my new trailer over there, the one going out. And I guess we're going to get a free DOT inspection or whatnot over here. So let's get at this. All right, let's get out of here. So, on the Tyson trailers today, it looks like they're checking them out for the contractors, and then on their trucks, they're doing the whole nine, going through them, which is, a good idea.
Most coffee cups, cans, or whatever, you got a whole bunch of stuff up there.
Coffee and pins and stuff? Yeah, sure, I'll take something.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know I'm allowed to do anything. You know what I mean? But sure, I'll take some. Thank you very much, sir. All right. You know how many times I get trailers and they don't have any of that in it?
I get the same thing all the time.
Yeah, so we'll go get some coffee. We got some free stuff. Got a free safety shirt, Tyson safety shirt, another vest. I guess they're just handing them out left and right. And I now have a Tyson hat. So now I can fit in. I told them, I was like, geez, you guys should have the grill out here. Be grilling some chicken, some steak, or whatnot. So, but they aren't. They aren't giving away free chicken. Even though I know they probably have tons of donation chicken in there or whatnot. They should be handing it out right now. Jeez. But we're gonna wait for them to get done here, and then we're gonna get out of here and get back on the road. It's always nice when you have fun, nice security that aren't douchebags, you know what I mean? The only thing I have a complaint with is sometimes they take a little bit, depending on how many guys are here. But of course, I guess because the big wigs are here, they have all the security guards on deck today, So, all right, I'm gonna get down the road. Well, I'm gonna get down the road. Helps if I actually put my mat down. I'm gonna get down the road, and we're gonna talk about something here eventually. I guess I just got to think about it a little bit and pull this vest off so I don't look like a first-year CDL driver. And I was thinking, like, how agitated and irritated drivers get sometimes. Like, we're all trying to get we're all trying to beat some imaginary point, I guess you could say, some imaginary time. Most of us have already left early, I would imagine. If you're any kind of a diligent professional driver, you gave yourself plenty of time to leave. And I'm sitting here in this little pack. You know how everybody bunches together, and we're all jockeying for position. And I'm just like, just chill out, guys. Like, these guys are riding each other like they're literally a foot to 2 feet off the end of the trailers, for the bumper and everything. And they're just, they're sitting here just like this, white knuckled, all like, oh, can I pass? Can I pass? We were already doing like 70 mile an hour. We were already doing 70 mile an hour, and they're trying to do 75, 80 mile an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone. And you can't see what's happening in the truck ahead of you, let alone the people, the cars that are, then you even have that problem, the cars that are stuck behind you guys in the left lane. They get irritated, especially after miles and miles and miles of, jockeying back and forth, holding up the left lane, and they start doing dumb things. All right, we don't need to be in the left lane most of the time. You know when it's a good time to pass. But when you have like 20 other guys in front of you, or a slow Volvo up ahead that's just sitting there, you know, doing that snail race. You know how we get the snail races going on where they just sit next to each other for a good like 15, 20, 30 miles. Don't help that. Don't be a part of that. Just stay in the right lane, put your truck on cruise control, wait until that guy finally moves, all right? Because you flashing your lights and jumping up and down and everything ain't gonna make that guy move any faster. In fact, usually what it makes is they end up slowing down, or they get their jollies off and they stick right next to, I don't know, whoever they're passing, Swifty or, you know, JB Hunt or whatnot. And it just causes a dangerous situation on the road for everyone. Like me, I won't do that anymore. You know, that was my younger days where I'd sit there and be like, come on, let's go. Or I've had it where I've sat for 25 miles on 84, 25 miles between Swifty and I want to say it was Western Express, just neck and neck. And I finally couldn't take it. Flashing my lights, honking the horn. There was probably about a 2-mile backup of traffic behind us. Was it safe? Nope. Nope, wasn't safe at all. Was it ignorant? Yep, it was ignorant. But you know who was really ignorant? The 2 idiots in front of us. We put ourselves in dangerous situations every day just to what? Make up 5 minutes of time? Beat the ELD clock? I don't know. It just popped in my head as I was watching these guys, you know, weave in and out of traffic and just drive like nut jobs to try to pass this Wigman's truck up here and a Volvo that was kind of pacing it there for a little bit. It's just, you know, it's just think, guys. Be smarter. You know, think about your families. Think about other people's families. Well, I guess we're at the 154 now, mile marker, and we're coming down the hill, I guess the mountain there on 81. I guess we're here by DeLawrence, and there's a cop on the shoulder, so I came down and I already knew we're coming to a stop, so I threw my 4-ways on, and instead of doing 65 and 70 mile an hour, I just put my 4-ways on and let off of it to about 55 and just coasted nice and easy down this hill, because I can see that we're going to come to a stop, or they wouldn't have the state trooper sitting there on the shoulder. But I see these guys come flying down here, passing me and stuff, and they're locking up the brakes. They're locking up the brakes to, you know, coming down here. And they're just not paying attention. Like, I don't know how you didn't notice the cop sitting there facing you with his lights on, but they're doing it. You know, these truck drivers are just too busy on their phone or whatever they're doing, daydreaming. I don't know what they're doing. Man, I just can't believe how, I want to find the right word to say. I can't believe how nonchalantly these guys are able to risk their lives and your family's life, you know, in front of them or whatnot. If I would have had the camera turned around earlier, around the 145, I guess that's what the Hazelton Commerce, I know they had a lane closed down there yesterday. You should see all the 100-foot line and 50-foot line skid marks of the trailers and tractors. You can see that some of them are tractors. You know, the actual, they're locking the trailer and the tractor brakes up. Just not paying attention, and they're going right over into the shoulder and stuff. They come flying up on stop traffic, and they don't. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're texting. And these aren't car marks. You know, these are tractor trailer truck marks. And it was more than one. It was like 10 of them. I don't even know if you could have saw the marks, to be honest with you, with you know, me driving along. But, well, I guess, you know, if I saw them, you guys probably would. But it's just, you know, it's scary because my family drives on 81 here. We go to Wilkes-Barre and stuff. You know, my wife will go to Wilkes-Barre to the Target and stuff up here and the Sam's Club. And to know that there's guys that are, you know, doing 70, 75, 80 mile an hour here on 81, and they text, I guess. I watch them. They text like this. Like, I don't get it. Like, you have your phones mounted. You're supposed to have your phones mounted to the dashboard, or at least your tablets, you know, but most guys use their phone anyway for DLD. Like, there is speech to text. If you're going to do it, at least try to do it somewhat safely. You know, the year is 2024. I see people, like, you know, with brand new trucks, they don't use Bluetooth. They're plugging in their auxiliary cable. Let's see what else they do. You know, you see the cars. People will be in their cars. You know, these car driver twos do this stuff. All right, they'll have a brand new BMW and they're not using. They're sitting there like this, or they have a brand new BMW that's able to answer their texts, reply, because my wife's Chevy will do it, and they don't use these. They don't use the system. You know, you have a $150,000 BMW and you're still talking on the phone like it's 1985, like this. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to make light to it. That obviously there's you know, in that small 2 or 3 mile period where traffic was stopped, there's way, like, at least 10 or 15 skid marks. All right, and I'm talking about pretty long skid marks. Like, they barely realized traffic was stopped and they locked it up. And there's plenty of warning signs, you know. It's just scary to think that my wife and my children are on the same road with some of you guys. Not necessarily you watching this channel, but we all know who we're talking about. So, all right, I just figured I'd bring that up real quick. You know, it's just scary, and it's a shame. It's a shame that we have drivers out there like that now. Look at all these patches. So, you know what they're going to do? They're just going to patch the bridge more. At that point, why not just replace the concrete? Why not pull the whole side up in one day, pull the whole side of the bridge up, and replace the whole entire span with new concrete? No, we're going to patch it 12 different times, have different heights, so when the plows come through next year, they tore giant holes up right through the bridge. I don't get PennDOT's thinking. All right, we're in New York. There's the New York rest area. Or welcome center right there, I should say. Good old New York. So we're just on 81 going north right now. And I don't think I'm going to have too many truck inspections today, as you can tell. Doesn't seem like it's a really great day for DOT to be out there doing truck inspections. So I should be able to just fly by all these scales here today on 81. And don't have to worry about none of that. So where we're going is Baldwinsville, New York, which is just north of Syracuse. I think I might have said earlier in the video Albany. I don't know, but it's just right above Syracuse. So we're just gonna take it nice and easy. I'm not in no hurry. I gave myself plenty of time. Gave myself plenty of time to get where I gotta go, so I'm not trying to rush through any of this rain. So we're just doing a nice 64 mile an hour, just cruising along. I'm not trying to hydroplane or jackknife anywhere. Somebody. There you go. That's how you do it. Man. Shit. That was nuts. Those guys are going to kill somebody sitting there still. They just, that what is that? A curtain side? That curtain side should be over on the shoulder. There's no reason for that curtain side to be sitting there like that. Bad enough the guy already decided to drive off the road, whatever he just did. Man, freaking idiots. right, there's Mclean. Gonna make the left here. And what's nice about this Mclean is that there's truck parking. So I'm gonna get my 8-2 split in, or heck, I might even get my 10-hour break in here. I'm a little bit running behind for my 10-hour break, but I might be able to still get it. I wish every warehouse had something like this. There's only a few I can think of on the top of my head that, you know, run their facilities like this. I know the last 3 Aldi warehouses I've been to have been set up like this, where they have, you know, overnight truck parking. There's also a ShopRite. Well, technically it's an Americold, but it's up in damn, where the heck is that at? It's up in Towanda, PA, or somewhere up there. Actually, it's more near Pittston. Can't remember the name of the town, but there's an Americold up there that gives you overnight parking right off the bat. Let's see here. As much as I don't want to park right next to this guy, I think I'm going to have to. I wonder if I'll be able to make it out of here with the pole there. Let's just back up. All right, well, I'm going to walk up there with my paperwork and check in. It looks like they're doing, I don't know, it looks like they want safety vests. The guy that's walking in right there has a safety vest on, so I guess they require to have a safety vest when you check in. So I'm going to go run up there and check in, and I'll be right back. Starting to rain. Glad I didn't get poured on. Take the vest off. Alright, so they're going to call me, well, I guess when they start taking trucks in. He's not 100% sure when they're going to start doing that. He says sometimes they'll do it around 8 or 9 o'clock. He says, or sometimes they'll hold you right up until your appointment. So, I don't know. We'll find out. This is the same Mclean I bitched about, geez, I don't know, probably like 8 months ago. For all the truck drivers here, there's this one porta potty that you probably saw me walk when I came walking towards the truck. I don't know, when I edited it, you'll see it. There's just one porta potty for all of us, you know, however many trucks are going to be here, 20, 30 trucks, and that porta potty is utterly disgusting inside. Like, it just needs to be set on fire and burned. And if you get over into the dock, you have to walk all the way over here to across the street to go use the bathroom, which, you know, in the summertime ain't bad, but in the wintertime when it's like -5 up here and there's snow all over the ground, it's not fun, you know. Oh geez. So we're just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna go in the back and edit some of this footage. So I don't know what's going on, but it's like 10 o'clock almost here at this Mclean, and I've walked up there now twice to check to make sure they haven't called me, because I keep seeing guys go in and out of here. I'm guessing they're going to call me right at 11 o'clock to come in and deliver, which, you know, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, my next delivery isn't until Rochester until 8 o'clock in the morning, but it's just, you know, it's scary. It's scary watching all these guys go in and thinking they're skipping me. But anyway, I'm just sitting here. So now I've got to go up to Pelham, right? Just watching Just Trucking. And, you know, I already got like a 4.5-hour nap in and did some editing of some of the footage I did Monday. You know, Monday, which also was the eclipse, if anybody, you know, in case anybody was under a rock somewhere. And, yeah, I'm just chilling, watching TV. Well, like, I watch Just Trucking, really. And, yeah, hanging out until I get called in. The life of a reefer driver. It's 11 o'clock. We just got called. And even though I just started dinner. And we're going to drive in and deliver this load, hopefully. That's what we're going to do. So we get all this cleaned up now and the TV put back and everything. And yeah, let's go get the hell out of here. Apparently they're having us open our doors before we come in here. That's different. Never had them do that before. Yep. I gotta go open the doors. Alright, so we gave up using the phone. I guess I'm just gonna use the action camera here. Alright, there's my door right there, P5. So we're simply gonna turn towards the door here and then loop around. I do no fancy camera skills. We're just gonna back into the door simply. Chalk is like right on the line, and I don't feel like running it over. Some of these wheel chocks have metal ends on them, and I really don't feel like blowing a trailer tire. Yeah, Reaper trucking, super exciting. Man, I just simply don't have time to set up a camera or do anything. It's like non-stop. I mean, I could have stopped out here in the middle and I guess threw the camera up over here next to one of these Mclean trucks, but I don't know, security guards over here walking around and stuff. Oh, so much for some good content, guys. So much. So, I'm going to head back and finish watching some more YouTube. And finish up editing my video from yesterday, from Monday. And then I'm going to probably take a nice 2-hour or so nap. Because, yeah, because here in a few hours, I'm going to end up driving out to Rochester. So, I'll get back to you. Alright, so we just got our paperwork back. We're only one short. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, so we pretty much got a door at 11, which was our appointment. So we haven't been here too long. So I'm going to pull out from the door here, and I'm going to shut our trailer doors and everything. Put our seal on because we got a second stop over in Rochester. What I'm going to probably do is I'm going to probably take 90 out to Rochester, and the first rest area I see that has some parking, I'm going to park in it and sleep for a while. I don't have to make my delivery in Rochester until 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'll probably sleep, I don't know, till about 6:30 or so, 6 o'clock, and then make our delivery. That way I'm well rested up. They pretty much, they didn't give me time to even close the door on this damn thing. So they pretty much, the security guard was just waving me on out of here. So I got to basically close the door out here on the road because I guess all the Mclean trucks are pulling out. So pretty much get off the property and close your doors there. What's this? Extra? One over? Oh, it's a damage, I guess. Smokehouse cheddar smoked sausages. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna get some sausages. Let me, before I close this, let me take a picture. Alright, took a picture of the damaged box, so I guess that was my one short, I guess, that I have. This is the one damaged box. I'm gonna put our seal on here. Pain in the butt doing this with one hand. Man, I really gotta get that one camera back working. I'm trying to do POV shots. Alright, there we go. So let's get back up with their truck and get on the road.